You've clicked on this video because you are somebody that may be experiencing anxiety attacks, or maybe you know somebody that experiences them and you want to find ways to help. So, I'm going to give you two techniques, one for you if you are the person that experiences them, or another to help others that may be experiencing them. So, what I want you to do first and foremost is go ahead and close your eyes. Yes, I said close your eyes. The procedure that we're going to go through is much better when you close your eyes. But first, I want you to understand what I'm going to talk about. So I'm going to tell you to look or imagine your timeline. And when I say your timeline, right now is you here in the present, and your future may be over here, and your past might be over here. Or maybe your future is in front of you, your now is right here, and your past is in the back. That's okay. Whatever line your timeline goes on, whether it's this way or this way, is totally perfect. So now I want you to, yes, go ahead and close your eyes. And if you're wanting to watch what I do before you do this closed eyes, that's totally okay. But it's easier when you close your eyes and allow me to guide you through this process. So again, go ahead and close your eyes. I want you to think about whatever is creating this anxiety or worry right now. Is it something in the future that you have to do later today? Is it something next week? Is it something in 2 years? What is causing this anxiety? Are you looking too far into the future? Or what event do you have to take care of? Is there some meeting that you have to go to? Is there somebody that you have to talk to? Are you worried about if you're going to get a promotion or school or whatever it might be, whatever that something is that is creating this anxiety or worry in the future, I want you to think about that specific event. So now, again, go ahead and close your eyes. And I want you to float like you're floating above your timeline. Allow your unconscious mind to see and imagine that you're floating above your timeline. And I want you to float into the future. I want you to float 15 minutes past the successful completion of this task that you are just thinking about. 15 minutes into the future past the completion of this task. And notice, where are the feelings and where have they gone? Have they disappeared? Good. Now look even more into the future. I want you to float even more into the future and store the learnings from this event, and then turn towards the now and float back to now. Your unconscious mind will store any learnings that will allow you to effortlessly reach this point. Come back to now. Now float back into now and notice as your timeline creates the change in itself to support you in achieving this now. And go ahead and open your eyes. So, when you think about this task or whatever it is that was creating this anxiety of worry, where are those emotions now? On a scale of 1 to 10, how much does it affect you? And if it didn't work, that's okay. You can rewind and do this again. Just make sure you're going even further into the future, past that task, and then you're looking towards the now. All right, now I'm going to move on to the second technique, and this is for helping anybody that might have anxiety attacks. So, first and foremost, if you are in the room with that person, what I want you to do is don't say anything to them. Don't be like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Don't create more of a fire. Don't create more anxiety. What I want you to do is quietly or effortlessly sit next to them. And if they're not sitting, if you could politely ask them, hey, why don't you sit down? One, so that if they're having a panic attack and they are moving all around, you don't want them to hyperventilate and potentially pass out. But if they are pacing back and forth, mimic what they're doing. So you want to be like their little shadow. And what I want you to do, instead of breathing really heavy like they are, I want you to calm your breathing, calm it down as much as you can. So in and out, and in and out, and slowly slow down your pace. You can even start, if you're having to walk with them, start slowing down your pace of walking. And maybe you even get to a point that you stop and maybe both of you sit down. So they're eventually going to start mimicking what you're doing. But initially, you need to mimic what they're doing. And if they're sitting down, then just sit next to them. I would not recommend touching them unless they are a person that you know likes touch. Don't touch them because you could create or cause more panic and anxiety. So just sit next to them as quietly as possible and just breathe. Breathe naturally in and out as slowly as you can so that their rhythm starts to get with your rhythm and you're starting to calm both of you down. And once you get to a point that they're calm and okay, and it could take some time. So this isn't going to be a process that's like snip, snap, done, right? You're going to have to allow them to calm themselves down. So if this was useful, go ahead and click that like button right below, and then make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss any of our tips and techniques. And you're probably asking, who am I? My name's Kelly Hansen. I'm the founder of BCC Evolution. It's a mental health and suicide awareness nonprofit, and I am a warrior for mental health. I'm changing lives as much as I can and giving as much information as possible to help you because I know that it's a stressful world out there. And if this was useful, again, click that like button, click the subscribe button, make sure that you don't miss anything, and join us for Mental Health Mondays at 11 a.m. every single Monday. That's Mountain Standard Time. But if you need more tips, more techniques, more tools, join our Shift Your Mindset Bootcamp. You're going to go through 7 total strategies for mental wellness. It can be very useful. So the link is also below. Join the bootcamp or join us for Mental Health Mondays. Mental Health Mondays is free, and the bootcamp is only $49, and it takes you through 7 techniques all the way through. So hopefully this was useful. Again, like, subscribe, share with your friends, and we'll see you on the next one.